And hello, fellow gamers. I am back playing yet another video game. This is Kirby Super Star for the Super NES. Very cool intro going on this. They do a lot of showing off of their tech in this game. I don't think that this game uses the Super FX chip. It's for all those effects that you just saw, it's either using, maybe it's some other kind of add-on chip, possibly, because if you look inside the cartridge connector for a Super NES, there's the big wide connector in the middle, and then there's two smaller ones on the sides. And the smaller ones on the sides are indicative of some kind of add-on chip that's inside the cartridge. And so it's using something, but I don't know if I don't think it's the Super FX chip. But presumably that chip is letting the game do those crazy kind of rotation and scaling effects, which are usually reserved for the Super FX chip. But maybe there's some other stuff that they're doing. Maybe they're doing it in software somehow. I don't know. Anyway, enough fucking blabbing. Let's play the game that I'm going to play on this recording/stream, which is Spring Breeze right here. I was playing Kirby's Dream Land on the past couple of streams and recordings, and that reminded me of this game. It was like, oh, Spring Breeze is pretty much a remake of Kirby's Dream Land from the Game Boy, so we can play this and see what's changed. Is this your first time playing? I'm going to say no. Shall we explain copy? No. And then it explains it anyway. So anyway, skip this. Okay. So instantly you recognize that the introductory cutscene is very similar, and the music and sound effects are very similar. Obviously the graphics are significantly improved. And of course, this time around Kirby has the ability to copy, like he had in Kirby's Adventure, but not in Kirby's Dream Land. And different in this particular game is from Kirby's Adventure is there are different moves that you can do depending on the power that you have picked up. And my friggin' video conversion box is apparently going to be doing that cutting out bullshit that it was doing before. Anyway, like I was saying, the special moves in this, how you actually do the different special moves are sort of reminiscent of what would be probably the next major game that HAL is to release after Kirby Super Star, which is Super Smash Bros. And the special moves in that are sort of like how you activate the special moves in this. In that if I just stand in one place and push the button with the beam power here, then Kirby does the actual beam thing. However, if you do the double tap in a direction, then he runs instead, and if you press the button while you're running, it does a different move. And then there's other variations of that, like it depends on the power that you're using. Sometimes you can hold down the button and it'll do something different. Like that's what it does on this. And you saw another one right there. If and this guy is just tough as hell, I don't know why. But if you dash and then jump and push down and then the button, then you kind of do that, spray him like that. Obman845 says, Jeremy, have you seen chat yet? You mean the stream chat? I have, I just saw it. Look at that fucker. He's like the most ripped enemy in the game. I don't know why. Damn it. We've already made it to Wispy Woods. I can't move after I powered it up. I was going to try and power it up and hit him with it. As you can see, Wispy Woods gets much easier. There goes my video conversion box cutting out again. This is really a bad thing. I fixed it last time by resetting it. Actually, I know what to do. I think I know what's wrong. I need to switch the sync conversion on another box. That should fix it. Shouldn't be any more of that. Now, one thing I can do differently in Kirby Super Star as well is anytime you got a power, you can either drop it like you can in Kirby's Adventure, or you can hit a different button to turn it into a computer-controlled second player of that power. So now the computer will control that Waddle-Dee or Waddle-Doo or whatever. And if there was actually another person sitting here beside me right now to pick up a second controller, they could hit a button and take control of that computer-controlled guy. So it becomes a two-player simultaneous game, which is pretty cool. And you see something else I just did right there. If while you're playing, either of you two players picks up a health power-up, and you move towards the other one quickly enough, you can share part of that health that you picked up with the other player. And you actually share that energy by kissing each other. See, he's helping me out. He doesn't just walk around, he's like shooting and killing stuff too. Oh, here comes candy. You can share the candy too, but I don't think I got to him fast enough. Bam! Die! Take that, mini-boss. So obviously in a lot of the level structure that we've got going on here, it is a remake of Kirby's Dream Land, but they've added more stuff. Like that mini-boss fight wasn't there originally, and this crash power-up is really fun. Kill everything! And he's tired after it. Takes a lot out of him. Sword power, which he gets kind of a link cap for that, which is pretty funny. And we're going to fight Lololo and La La La. Ow. See, he's dead, so he's about to blow up. But the great thing about that is I can resurrect him instantly. See, now he's a sword guy because I had the sword power. And the ability to instantly resurrect the dead second player is what Kilogast and I, how we kind of made up the term for the second player, Disposable Warrior. See, minute 45 says he was back about 30 seconds. Oh, he was lagged by about 30 seconds. So what do you think about the trade? On previous streams, Oddman845 described that he was, or she, don't actually know, or person, how about that, was going to trade some video game stuff for some other video game stuff. Apparently the trade is going to take place as planned, although slightly altered. And if I knew what a Poke Walker was, which was part of the trade, then I would have a better opinion about it. So explain to me and the chat what a Poke Walker is. I've heard the term before, but I don't remember what it is. See? Smooch. Share the power. And there's Kracko, first form. Ow. You gonna do your thing like before? Okay, I'll just let him kill him. I was waiting for him to do a pattern like in Kirby's Dream Land, but he wasn't doing it. Oh, there's Mike. I want Mike. In this game, you can use Mike 3 times, and you can use it whenever you want. You can also slide like that, so I don't have to use the mic to get through here. I can wait till there's a bunch of enemies on the screen. BAM! Of course, like any Kirby game, they come back almost instantly. And I cannot spawn Mike into a helper character. Oh, this is going to be nice for this. Nice. 2 mic hits. Takes care of Krakow. Apparently the Pokewalker is a little Pokemon Nano thing with minigames. You can catch like 3 different Pokemon in it and get items. That's right. I do remember that. And Oddman845 says you can have mini battles with it. Well, now I kind of want one. I do like the obscure hardware. So now I got the bomb power up. And you can blow yourself up with your own bomb. So you push the Y button to bring out a bomb, push it again, throw it. Or you can bring out a bomb and then hold, and it gives you a little cursor. When you let go, when you're holding, the bomb will go in that direction. And let's get stone for myself. Nope, nope. Okay. Here's King Dedede. And with stone, you can just sit here forever, and you're completely invulnerable. Of course, I gotta wait for him to get off the top of me before I can move, otherwise I take damage or he sucks me in. Take that. Okay, Oddman845 says, I'm a guy. Odd man. Get it? True. Mm-hmm. And again, similar outro to Kirby's Dream Land. And the credits go by ridiculously fast for some reason. As far as an explanation of Kirby Super Star goes, which I probably should have done by now, it is a collection of like half a dozen different Kirby games in one cartridge. And aside from Spring Breeze here, the rest of them are all original and unique to this cartridge. And so there's all of the, a couple of the other games are sort of more like mini games, but the majority of them are side-scrolling platformers sort of like this. So they all use they all use the same engine for all of them, all use similar presentation, same controls and same powers in a lot of them, but the gameplay is slightly different depending on each one. So I played Spring Breeze right there. There's also Gourmet Race and Dynablade is another one. The Great Cave Offensive and Megaton Punch and Samurai Kirby are 2 minigames. And then the other 2 that I can't select yet are The Revenge of Meta Knight and Milky Way Wishes. Those become unlocked as you beat the games that you start off with. Can I switch this to surround? No, just stereo. Well, that actually went a lot faster than I was expecting. So I think I'm going to play one more. Let's let the chat vote on this. Do you want me to play Gourmet Race or Dynablade? Dynablade is kind of similar in progression as Spring Breeze was, only it has an overworld map similar to Super Mario Bros. 3. And Gourmet Race is, well, more like a race where you pick up food. See, Oddman845 votes for Gourmet Race. Do we have a vote from the other 2 viewers? I'm waiting a little bit because there's a little bit of lag between when I speak and then when the chat sees it. Sean says both. Oh, well, don't want to do both. Don't quite have time to do both. Or do I? Because I'd kind of like to play the rest of the games on this cartridge but split them up into different segments, so now I'm kind of thinking about how I could split them up so that they would sort of balance out in the length of the stream. Oddman845 says, I noticed how they didn't mention didn't mention Bubby in the credits. Maybe they did, but it just went by at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But Amen 845 is referring to this kind of strange names in the credits in Kirby's Dream Land. I beat that twice in 2 different videos on my channel, so you can check those out to see those weird names in the credits. I'm going to go Gourmet Race, because that is the prevailing vote of 1. So race through Gourmet World to the finish, gobbling up all the tasty treats you can find. So you race against King DDD in this, and trying to get to the goal, and pick up the most food on the way there. So I guess you can play the individual courses to try and do better times, or think Grand Prix is where you do them all. First time playing? No. And then it tells you anyway. To this day, me and Keelogost have not figured out how to accurately skip that introductory tutorial. So you can hear what it sounds like whenever he picks one up, and it sounds different. Yeah, fuck. I tried to slide, because it's a little faster than him stopping to do his hammer move. Yes. Made it to the checkpoint first, and I have 30 versus his 12 foods. Always be dashing in this. The progression is not always straightforward like this. As we get further into the game, there's more and more obstacles. As you can tell, I'm not good at racing games. Still doing good, though. One thing I noticed that I'm going to have to keep in mind is each time I seem to jump off of something and land, it cancels my dash. I'd love to stop and show you this ninja power, but kind of have to go here. Oh, shit. I thought that was going to take me up, but... Shit, I'm going the wrong way again. He's taking all the stuff. Also looks like he can fly slightly faster than me. But I don't think he runs as fast. Oh, shit! He got more food that time, but I still beat him just barely. Ha! I win! And we get the seizure-inducing victory screen. Hope nobody is watching has visual epilepsy. Okay, so that's that. So that was a Gourmet Race. As I said, it goes pretty fast. Let's see. Because I know that Great Cave Offensive is a very long game. And so is Revenge of Mennonite and Milky Way Wishes when we unlock them. Trying to decide if I should do the 2 minigames or Dynablade, or both. Let's do Dynablade. Dynablade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped. Master the different abilities and defeat her. As is the plot of any video game, basically. Shall we explain copy? No. Then it explains it anyway. So see, we have an overworld map right here. It's not a very long game, it's just a few levels. The status bar at the bottom is different in this. You still get powers, and you can still do that. So I think this game is good in that it provides some variation in its gameplay, but not so much that you can't play through it with a friend and have one of the two people not knowing what's going on. So I have the smooch parasol power up, and the main move I've been doing so far is just the dash and the Y button, which gives you that. You can also stand in one place and swish like that, and the little puffs that come off of the end of that, those do damage too. And with the parasol, if there's anything falling on you from above, if it hits the parasol, you're fine. So it acts like a shield from above. You can also hit down while you're in the air and go down like that. Yeah, I can't quite get that. I can't hit that bomb in there because I don't have the right power. The little air puff things aren't quite making it in there. Smoosh. That dude I just killed is the sleep power. Whatever you do, don't get it. It's pointless. It puts you to sleep for a few seconds and leaves you completely vulnerable, and then it wears off and you have no power whatsoever. And there's one part in the game where it actually uses that as an obstacle. You've seen a couple of times so far where there are these kind of... They look like enemies floating in the air, only it has text above it that says what it is. And you can just touch that to get that particular power. What's up here? Oh, there's a candy up here. But those medallion things, they also, of course, give you the power that's on them. But after a few seconds, they respawn. So if you're playing two-player and you both want that same power, then you can both have it from that same thing. I love the look from those flowers whenever you hit them. It's like, ugh! Gosh, then I was going to show them that friggin' circubal. I was going to show them how funny that is. Ow. Trying to go up the ladder. Okay, so we have two choices of paths. Here you go, watch this. Watch the flower. Ugh! Ugh! Oh. There's that move. I don't know how to do that. I just do it sometimes. Oh, okay, so that's where that takes you. Oh, dang, I kind of wanted that crash. Actually, I can still get it. Because you just get it off the screen, get the spawn point off the screen, and it comes right back, because this is a Kirby game. Oh, that was a Maximum Tomato, and you can share that too, just like I just did. It fills you up and your partner. Comes crash. Urgh. Eat it, you friggin' chef. Then I take your power. And the cook you can use right here turns all the enemies on the screen into food. Everybody in the pot. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And that extra sparkly door right there always means that's the end of the level. Okay, the cannon thing. So hit the button whenever it's full, or sort of. The further you go, the better the bonus. And I think at the very end is like a 1-up. Or maybe it's 3 1-ups, because I just got one. Sean says, you're like the penguin from Batman with that umbrella. Yeah, he's pretty brutal with that umbrella. Yep, fucker. Hey, don't kill him. I want that power so I can show it off. Okay, so cutter. The normal move like this is just ammo you have infinite of. You can also speed and do that, where you kind of slice into them. You can also do the down move, sort of like the power saw. And some of these, if you really slash on them like that, like you really button mash when you're close with the cutter power, you get multiple shots, and the third one you go BAM! What's up here? Okay, I think that's the way you're supposed to go. Go down there. No, go. See, he goes down at an angle, so it's kind of tough to get in there. Now, does this lead to a secret exit? Because there is a secret level in Dynablade. And that's the key right here. Is you get right here and you think, well, what am I supposed to do? You push down to go down through the platform. And there's a little bit of current right here, pushing you back. And that is not the secret exit, I don't think. Something else you can do right there is 2 things you can do with any partner, any power combination. Number 1, if you're flying as Kirby, then the other guy can grab onto your feet. If he'd do it, then grab on. Which he does just by getting close to the feet. Anyway, you can carry him like that. Or, if you, one or the other, if you jump onto the other character and the character at the bottom pushes up, then they'll give you a boost. Or you can do it yourself too. Just like that. John says that with that umbrella, I am perhaps a demented Mary Poppins. Well, that's the best kind of Mary Poppins. Haven't you seen the director's cut of the movie where she goes nuts and starts beating the shit out of everything with her umbrella, possibly under the influence of alcohol? Oh, that's the mirror power. I want to get that. Jormor says, what's all of this then? Welcome, Jormor. He says, no guest tonight? No, the guest is in fact tomorrow night. That is, if we decide to do a stream. Kilogast is going to be visiting me himself. And we're either going to play this game, or another game that I have in mind. That's the secret level right there. Okay, so the mirror power. Hold it. You can hold it as long as you want to, and those mirror shots will deflect anything coming in, and it also acts as shots going out too. So it's both offensive and defensive. Ow. If you get hit really hard by something, you lose your power, but you can still get it again if you manage to get the star and suck it back in before you're dead. That's something you can do with the mirror power. So when you're dashing, you hit the button. It makes you go... Okay, I missed it. I got the wrong power somehow. Smoosh. We haul ass out of here. Wheel power. Nope, 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 nope. Give me the wheel. We want the wheel. Because I'll give it to him, and then jump on his back, and then check this out. Now I'm actually controlling both of us right now. Just wheel through everything. Ow! A little bit of a trap right there. And now, the way it would work if there was player 2, is player 2 would be able to hit the button and shoot stars out of the front. And an unlimited supply of stars, too. And they're just as powerful as a regular star, which means they're very powerful. Nope, nope, let go. I want the hammer. That's why I wanted the hammer. Nope. Because you can use the hammer, bam, to hit that. Ooh, 1-ups. Ah, perfect. Kitsune has joined us. Welcome, Kitsune. Kitsune says, holy shit, Jeremy, be careful. This has 16 bits. I don't know if you can handle this much power all at once. Kitsune is poking fun at me because of the fact that I usually play, or often play, Game Boy games and NES games. Stand next to him and beat the shit out of him. And I want that power, because that is fighter. And I think the secret level is basically a power-up place. Yeah, it's got tons of these. These are what I was talking about before. So like that one will give you cutter, that one will give you mirror, that's fighter, which I have now, that's beam, that's fire. Those are broom hatter, which give you nothing. And that is plasma, that's ninja, bomb, sword, hammer. And there's enemies in here that you can practice out your abilities on. So that's kind of like the top secret area in Super Mario World. And you can go back in and out of there as many times as you want. So, yes, go this way. Wait a minute. Huh. Oddman845 says my computer's deciding to be mean. You can't see the chat. That sucks. Kitsune says, no one tell him about the Super FX chip or he'll shit a brick. I was talking about that at the beginning of the video, actually, that I wasn't sure that this game was actually using the Super FX chip. It looks like it is when you look at the cartridge connector, but it doesn't say it on the cartridge itself. Because, you know, anytime they use the Super FX chip in a cartridge, they made it a big deal. They wanted you to know. Can I backflip off your face? Nope. There, I did it. Bump. Backflip off the face. There's some way with this power to just instantly throw, like, instead of the little ones like that, to just throw one big one. Ow. Damn it. Now I freed the spike ball. Oh, I know what to do here. There we go. If you hold up and then push the button, he does an up kick like that. The Kitsune says, this game does not have the Super FX chip. If you see the 3 prongs for the cart contacts, like what I was talking about earlier, then it probably has another graphics chip like Rockman X2 and X3, otherwise known as Mega Man X 2 and 3. Although in those 2 games, I think those are at least one of them, maybe both, maybe Capcom-specific chips. This may use something more common, like the, what the hell is it called? It starts with an A. There is a list of Super NES enhancement chips on Wikipedia. And there's one of them that's pretty common. I think it's also used in Super Mario RPG to handle decompression of its sprites. And so this game probably uses that to do some sprite scaling and rotation, not on the level that the Super FX chip can do, but you know, similar kind of stuff. The Kitsune says, if memory serves, those chips were like GPUs doing the heavy lifting for arithmetic to do 3D vector calculations for stuff like those vertex wireframes and moving in 3 space. Yeah, they were, depending on what the chip was, would have different capabilities. Some of them were more general purpose chips. Some of them were very specific. But they could get those chips to do a wide variety of things. And then there were games where you would think that they would use chips like that just based on what you could see them doing visually, like Donkey Kong Country. And they don't use them at all, as far as I know. The cartridge contacts for the extra chips certainly aren't there. And if I remember reading correctly, one of the things that made Donkey Kong Country possible was that Rare came up with a revolutionary new sprite decompression algorithm that they could do entirely in software, which is what made largely what made Donkey Kong Country possible. Well, that and, you know, the N64 development kits doing pre-rendering of sprites. I want that ice power-up. So with this, when you dash, you're kind of skiing, like that. And then you hold still, and you can do that for as long as you want. And if you dash and do that, you can do that. When you freeze something, you can touch it, and it flies off in that direction as a projectile. Kitsune says, years ago, people would say that carts with the 3 sets of contacts and the enhancement chips inside were region locked. He says, not true, I tested it. Yeah, I heard that a lot of the region locking, especially between the Super NES and the PAL Super NES and the NTSC, Super NES simply has to do with mostly the physical shape of the slot that the cartridge slides into. And so if you modify the plastic casing for the cartridge and the system just a little bit, then the cartridges will fit and they will work. Of course, then the game is running at a different frame rate and probably at the wrong speed. So there's that you have to take into account too. And watch out for this fucker. He likes to grab you and check you because he has suplex. Which I want. Now, this is a fun move. So it starts with grabbing an enemy, and then whatever button you push once you grab the enemy determines what you do with that enemy, which I'll show you in the next level. Yes! Jormor says Kirby's genetic code is unstable. Yes, he is. In fact, actually, I would say that Kirby has all of the DNA, and he gets these powers to activate specific strands. Huh? Maybe? Huh? Kitsune says he owns a Super NES game, and in order to play it, he swaps the boards with a Super Famicom shell to get it to fit in the console. Uh-huh. That's one way you can do it. And he says, annoying, yes, but it's just one game, and it's not like I want to play it every other day. Okay, watch this. Bam! That's what happens if you do it in the air. Of course, you can't do it with cannons because they're special. Bam! Eat that. Ugh. There's stuff down here. Oh, there's a cannon down here. You gonna unstone sometime soon? Let's go. I think he's stuck because he's on top of the cannon, so he's not moving. It's okay, he'll either spawn to me or he'll die. There he goes. The camera follows Kirby, and so if the second player gets off the screen for too long, then it'll actually kill him. Or you can push a button to take you to where Kirby is. Ugh. Out of all these cannons, I'm only actually controlling the one that I'm in right here. Not quite as smooth as Donkey Kong Country's cannons. And there's nothing up there. Bam! Yes! Punch him right through the heart. That's the tap dance on the face move. You mofo face. I can't get through there. I don't have the right power. Yeah. It feels so damn good. I love this move. Yeah, Kitsune says he thought that the Donkey Kong Country barrels were tough. They can be to get the timing down for it. The timing is a little different in this game. But the animation for them is smoother. So that's why I think they're easier to do. Hey, what's down here? Yeah. Oh, fucker. Want that. Mofo bitch. Drummer says that bird's face was priceless. Yeah, I know, the one that was stuck in the water. He's just sitting there like, and I want fire. Because fire can light this fuse. If I can get to the cannon in time, it fires. And shit ton of items. I probably should have left that bomb alone. Oh, another secret level. Forgot there was a second secret level. That right there, I think, is the ninja power. No, it's copy, which for Kirby is pretty useless because all it does is just scans the enemy in front of you and takes their power. But you can give it to the second player, and now they can copy powers at will. So for them, it's actually pretty powerful. I don't know if the computer player 2 is actually going to use it properly or not. Oh, he got stolen. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow. Ow. I'll save you with my pit funk. Resurrected at full power. Oh shit, oh shit, shit. Get away from that. Ow. See, I did that on purpose because I wanted to open up this one up right here. Eat that, fuckers. I hate those guys. I swallowed 2 enemies at once, so it doesn't know what to do. See, it says mix down there, so when I hit down, it does a roulette. It'll eventually stop, or you can hit a button. And I got I got the candy power somehow. I didn't know you could do that. Made that pretty easy. Almost. Drummer says this game is amazing. I know, isn't it? It has some of the most energetic presentation I've ever seen in any game. It's crazy. Yeah, Drummer says, I have no idea what's going on, but I feel like I've been eating candy all day watching it. Yeah, this game is hyper. And Kizune says that the singing for the mic power is way better than in the original Famicom game, otherwise known as the NES game Kirby's Adventure. And he says that the Super NES/Super Famicom library is packed with colorful games like this. Yeah. Because the The Super NES has a up to 256 simultaneous on-screen colors, compared to, I think the Genesis can do like 64, and that's 256 out of a palette of 32,767 possible colors. So there's a lot to choose from. Not saying that this is better than the Genesis just because it could do more colors, because nothing is as simple as that. The Genesis certainly has its fair share of awesome games as well. In my experience, a game can only be determined to be good or not based on the individual game, not by the system that it's running on. Okay, so I got the yo-yo power, which can do its own set of things as well. Just standing in one spot and hitting the button does that. You can also go up and over. You can go below for things that are below you, and you can dash and spin like that. It also does that when you're in the air. Okay, so these powers right here. Above me is wheel, below me is yo-yo that I got. Then above me right there is that owl power, which we haven't seen yet. And that lets you fly easier. You can also shoot feathers that way. And then of course below me right there is stone. Right down there is jet, which we also have not seen. And then parasol above me, ice above me, suplex below me, and then copy above me right there. So the jet power is, of course, all about the jet that you have going on. And I forgot, you can power this one up. Bam! Eat that. Bam! And then when you hit, it blasts out a bunch of energy. Kitsune says, watch Do Re Mi Fantasy and you'll think you're high. Kitsune also says, is there the UFO power? I don't know, actually. I want to say that there is. I don't remember. Maybe in the course of the next couple of videos that I do about this game, maybe we'll see that. And Kilogust is joining us. Welcome, Kilogust. And Kilogust says, Kirby! Yeah. Kilogust and I used to play this game all the time. And it was this exact copy of the game, too. I've had the same one all these years. Okay, so we're about to fight a boss, which should be obvious by the fact that it's giving you lots of power-ups for free. What do I want to have for Dynablade? Do fire, since we haven't seen much of that. More sprite rotation. Yeah, she grabbed him. I save you. Now, fight for me, because I can't do anything. Oh, shit, facing the wrong way. I think those shots that Dynablade just did, I could have sucked in and shot back at her. Or there's the stars that she shoots at when she lands. Give me the power. Ow. here, bitch. Ah, fuck! Ah, she hit me on the way in. Oh, well, not like there's a lot of time to make up. When I was hitting her, fire was actually working pretty well. Let's give computer guy cutter. I'll do fire again. Damn, I was temporarily up to 9 viewers. And then I lost 3. There we go. And then she's dead. Super dead. Twitchy. And we get a cutscene. Kirby's face. Boop, 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 boop. Hungry little bastards, aren't they? So those were Dynablade's babies. It says, to be continued. Ooh, ominous. What could it mean? And we've unlocked a Revenge of Meta Knight. So I think that's all I'm going to do for this particular recording and stream. So everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you liked Kirby Super Star. I'm going to do some more of it on the next couple of videos probably. And until then, see ya.